Okay, this is for the Aquarian magician, which is the Six of Swords. Now, I'm going to move this off because I got one of my videos flagged up because of Tiziana here, and I mean, how anybody finds that pornographic bothers me, actually. I didn't mean to turn you out. So we're going to move Tiziana over there and just keep within the rules there. Horses for courses, I imagine. But what we've got here is the Six of Swords, Aquarius' magician. Now the card before that is the Five of Swords, so air sign, air sign. The next card is the Seven of Swords, so it sits very comfortably within the 3 decans of Aquarius. It sits in the middle there, so you don't have any major shifts. Like the Eight of Wands has got to come in from the Seven of Cups, so you're very nicely nestled in there. But I'm not going to look at the negative side of this. I'm going to look at the positive side of the Seven of Swords, and that is somebody moving in silence, or maybe in flight. If you look at the Five of Swords, it's fight. So basically, you are caught fight or flight, and that's what the Six of Swords is about. Yeah? Preparing to or moving off to calmer waters, and that's the action of it. So it's the adrenaline. If you imagine the adrenaline, if you think about the Jews in the Second World War, having to sew your jewels into your clothes and escaping the Nazis and all that kind of bits and pieces, the adrenaline must have been hideous, almost vomit making. You see what I mean? Because your life. I mean, we're just looking at cards here. If your life depended on it. And if you think about the Von Trapps in the Sound of Music, where they're hiding in the graveyard and they're hiding behind the tombstones of the Nazis come in, it's that kind of a thing, isn't it? This is almost like the before you get away. It's like once you're over here, you can breathe again. But this is the motion, more the motion of it. So this is sort of almost like the thinking of it, the getting it done. It's the movement from there to there, preparing for that. So that's very much the Six of Swords. Now, fortunately, what you've got here is the Eight of Wands is the fastest moving energy in the whole tarot. Now, arguably, the Chariot, or let's go with the Knight of Swords, because he can go as fast as he likes. But then people might say the Chariot, because it's got 2 horses. I don't know. I mean, do you go faster with 2 horses? Who knows? This is a lot more adaptable because you can jump. You can jump stuff. You don't have to stick to the road, so you can go cross country with this. So like like Flynn, isn't it? Now that card, because it covers the one before. Okay, that's part of Capricorn. The first 2 decans of Aquarius, so it stops here. So what comes in next? So the last decan of Aquarius, because it's coming into Pisces, comes into the King of Cups. So if you're born at the beginning, and I'll come up with the dates here, the 30th of January to the 8th of February. So if you imagine this card starts on the 30th of January and finishes on the 8th of February here. So if you're born on the 8th of February or the 9th of February, that's the tightest part of this sort of little mini cusp here, then you've still got your main element as air. But whereas if you were born, let's just go back to here, if you were born on the 30th of January, you're air, air, air. Whereas on this side of the card, so on this side of the card, on the 8th of February, you're air, air, water. So you've got a bit of a mini, bit of a mini cusp here. So I mean, if you look at, I mean, these 2 are sort of motion cards. I mean, red signifies power. So the power of this card is in his thinking, in his hat, and in his movement. It's like, and the rest of it is like he hopes he's not seen, but his power is in his feet carrying his thoughts. So flight, escape. So again, we've got lots of red here, and then lots of red there. So these are very powerful cards. They've got plenty of red in them. Whereas this five of swords doesn't have so much red in. It's almost like it's there, and the power is in standing his ground, fighting. So when you are bringing in the second fastest energy of tarot, in with making your mind up to get out a sticky situation to something a bit calmer. This is the magician. This is where the magician comes in, where the magic comes in for the Six of Swords. But you're going through, but then if you're on this side of it, you're moving from the Knight energy to the King energy in one go. So you're doing the Knight, the Queen, the King. So you're doing a double hop. So you grow up very quickly here, or you get promoted very quickly here. Yeah. Basically, because maybe you don't die on the battle. I mean, you don't die on the battlefield. You get a chance to get off and live to fight another day, and you learn your experiences, and you're in charge of your emotions. So as you mix those cards together, that's a very interesting mix on this 8th February, 9th of February mini cusp here. Now, I just did something on Sagittarius's magician, and you'll see that actually the Five of Swords again has the moon. No, sorry, has Venus as its secondary planet. Uranus is the big planet now for Aquarius, but with Venus as your secondary planet, you get the Empress. But that's not some. So yeah, if you're coming into here about the 30th, you've got this. I mean, this is a similar cusp to the one I have, but the change. The more of the cusp is on this side, if you see what I mean. So it's still the same sequence of Empress, Magician, High Priestess, but the bigger changes really happen. Instead of being on that side of the card, they're on this side of the card. So as I said, if you're born on the 8th, 9th of February, that's where juggling more elements comes in. So I just wanted to do a little quickie on these. I just want to do a little quickie like this on the Magician cards, the Six of Swords. I've done the Sagittarius one. This is the Aquarius one, and I'm going to do another one in a moment. I hope this has been useful.